GearNetwork.com.
The following is a presentation of the Gear Radio Network.
I'm Cody Love.
I'm TC Cooper.
And together, we are
The Process.
And you're listening to Robbie Vegas' podcast.
And watching.
What's up, Rock Soldiers? We're here live week 3 with UPW. We're doing 3 weeks in a row. We had The Process, we had Hellcat, and now we have Mr. Charisma personified, Chris Cayden. How are you, sir?
I'm good. You saved the best for last.
This has been a long time coming.
It has been.
You for a while.
It has been.
I've been on your radio show.
You have been.
So we're trading. And
multiple
times. We even did like an over-the-phone type podcast.
I believe so.
A while ago.
Yeah.
We usually tend to shoot a little bit, so we'll probably shoot a little bit today.
Bang, bang.
Before we start that shooting range, though, I do have to tell everybody to check out one of our sponsors at unchainedmuscle.uk. Our Vegas 20 saves you 20% at checkout, and this is your workout apparel, tank tops, t-shirts, leggings, gym bags, shaker bottles, hats, whatever. Check it out. Save some money when you use my name. And, of course, they donate to mental health charity as well, so make sure you support the people that keep the podcast going. We may be one of the only wrestling companies running today.
We are the only wrestling company
across the country.
Jesus.
Everybody's quarantined, and we came out to put on this show. So
yeah, we're quarantined.
We are. We're quarantined inside this
building. Yeah, why not?
So let's jump into your career.
Okay.
We're just going to start right from the beginning. How many years have you been actively wrestling?
Actively wrestling. Let's see. Started in 2001. What are we in? 2020?
2020, yeah.
Jesus. Yep. We'll say like probably around 17 or 18, something like that.
Okay.
Actively.
And that's including like coming from your first match, or is that first time you started training? What is that?
No, if it was the first time training, it would be almost 20.
Okay. So what got you started going on this career path?
I just love wrestling. I've always loved wrestling. You know, watching it on TV.
You're a lifer.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just watching it on TV. I was an amateur wrestler in high school. I did it in college. I didn't quite like my coach. So that was the end of college. But then, you know, I just hooked up with some friends and just, from there.
Okay. And who was your original trainer?
So this is a funny story. My original trainer, I trained myself. And then I actually hooked up with a friend of mine, Tony. And he was trained by DeVito.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay,
so,
very cool.
Loke knows.
Yeah, I was going to say, so you have ties to Loke through DeVito. Mm-hmm. Like Carnage Crew we're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I got to know DeVito later on in my career.
Okay.
But, he helped me out. Then I started training at the, Ace Banner, Jorge Luis Rivera, and Mo Sexton, who's now going by Mario Baccara.
Gotcha. And I'm just going to throw out there that the process is creeping around.
Yeah, they're creeping up.
Because you creeped up on them.
I creeped up on them.
They wanted to see how you were doing.
Yeah.
So, that being said, you're one of the most active wrestlers on the indie scene, especially from this area. You travel a lot.
Yes.
So, my question to you is, how are you taking care of yourself with all that travel? Like, what do you do on your downtime to be sure that you can continue doing this at the level?
There's no downtime. There is no downtime.
That's your secret. If you don't stop, nothing can catch up with you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you just keep moving, nothing's going to catch up with you. Unless you got the COVID-19, baby.
That's it.
No, but I literally don't stop moving. As you know, I'm a trainer over at the school.
Yep.
I wrestle. Horrible.
You have a lot of wrestle sons.
Yes. I wrestle almost every weekend, depending on where it is. It's all over the United States.
Yeah.
But then I also have my own podcasts. I produce a television show. I'm on a radio show. So yeah, I just don't have time to myself.
So you actually don't know if you're hurting.
I just don't have time to really feel it.
You don't have time to bleed.
So speaking, was that a Predator reference? So speaking of like traveling and wrestling all over the country, or multiple countries, because I've run into you in Canada a few times.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell a quick story about us. So I don't know what's going on. We drive to Vermont. It takes 8 hours to get there. I'm from Buffalo. And next thing you know, I pull up, and I'm supposed to have a tag team match that night with some guys from Tennessee, I think they're originally from. And they couldn't make it. So the promoter comes up to me, and he says, "Don't worry, we found your replacement team. You may not know them. They're called Defiance. I lost my shit. I drive an hour to wrestle you guys 41 times in a row, and I go all the way to Vermont, and I end up wrestling you in Vermont. Didn't even know you were on the show.
That's all right. It's usually it's how it happens.
So, but that being said, though, how did you end up teaming with Maximo as Defiance? Like, how many years have you been a team?
Probably, okay. Multiple question, okay.
Yeah.
Probably, going on 7 years now, me and him?
And you've been doing that steady.
Yes.
Okay.
So, funny story is, he was an original member of Defiance. So, the original member of Defiance was me and Raymond Risk.
Okay.
Is
he from Jersey?
Definitely not from Jersey.
No, where is he from?
He's from the Bronx.
The Bronx, okay.
So, he's a good friend. He's actually one of my best friends. Nick Impact was his former name.
Okay.
I told him he needed to change his name because he would get blackballed because everyone hated him.
Oh, my God.
I'm the one that came up with his name.
Gotcha.
So he took the name Risk. We started out when we were in Ace. He wasn't getting an opportunity at Ace. I just got away from a tag team from Hush Holiday. Hush Holiday is a deaf and mute wrestler.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me. And
that had to be tough.
well, I had to sign out the whole match to him.
Gotcha.
I do know sign language. So
I did not know that about you.
Yeah, I know sign language. I know a little sign, here and there, but then I also know ASL, American Sign Language.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I was able to sign the whole match out to him. Just broke away, me and him. We did the whole feud thing, which lasted. It got shotgun. It happened real fast. Bang, bang, bang. It was done. We had nothing. Mike Morgan was the promoter at Ace at the time, and we said, why don't you put us together? Put us together, and we kind of started getting over with the fans when we probably weren't supposed to. I think it was one of those things that wasn't supposed to work.
Were you like
that worked?
It was supposed to be like a job team almost?
I think that's what he wanted.
Gotcha. Okay.
But he actually had us go against the tag team champs right then and there, take them out in the driveway in a promo. Mm-hmm. Next thing you know, people are chanting for us.
Gotcha.
Why? Oh, here comes the D. And that didn't come until a few months later. Yeah. Like, we started doing that. So, no, he wasn't the original member.
And you're also from the Bronx?
I'm from Brooklyn.
Okay. So how did you get here? Because now you're Rochester.
The lady. See the ring?
Okay.
So,
gotcha. So you're Rochester native now.
I'm a Rochester native. See, it all comes together.
Yeah.
I came up here. I graduated from college out of Brockport.
Oh, okay.
It's closed now.
Yeah.
It's all closed. Epidemic. So we graduated. I met my lady out in college. It's a really funny story, probably for another time. But you know what? I'll go real fast. The girl that I was dating in college, we had a messy kind of breakup.
Gotcha.
I see her every day because we worked in the same place. It's called the Hub. It's like a little sports complex in Brockport.
Okay.
Well, underneath her was this one girl who used to work for her, who's now my wife.
Okay. Okay.
So it's real funny. But we met in college. Coming up here, I went up to the UPW, the Kayfabe Dojo.
Yeah.
That's where I met Maximo Suave.
Okay.
Him and Cameron thought I was a spy. Because when I first hit the ring, I was like, yeah, I'm just going to hit the ropes. Is that cool? Mike knew who I was.
Okay.
So Mike was like laughing. So I started hitting the ropes, and the kids are like, who's this fucking spy? Oh, can I curse on this?
Yeah.
Who's this fucking spy? Who's this fucking guy? So they started coming out on me, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a trained wrestler and down in New Jersey. I worked for Ace. I worked for a few promotions at that point.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh man, all right, cool. Yo, I'm on the road all the time. Yo, if you ever want to drive, let me know. I got a show coming up in 2 weeks. It's Saturday, Sunday. It's out in Maine.
And you're talking to Maximo at this
point?
Okay.
And he was like, yeah, man. So he didn't realize how long the trip was. He gets in the car at like 6 a.m. He's like, bro, why am I in the car at 6? I was like, oh, bro, check your GPS. Look how long this trip's going to take. What? Yo, my man, this is like 17 hours. Yo, I either going to love you or hate you. We got 17 hours. Let's get to know one another. After that 17 hours, everything is just,
team ever since.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So do you prefer singles or tag team wrestling?
It depends on the moment. I love singles, even though everyone will tell you that's a lie.
I've worked in singles.
Yeah.
We've had fun.
We've had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You were nervous.
Yeah, I was.
You were extremely nervous, and then you were like, oh, wait, Cayden?
Yeah.
And everything was, I've never been this relaxed before in a match.
Yep.
I'm glad that I can bring that demeanor to certain people because people get so nervous going in there.
Well, if you remember, I was nervous because I had a back injury.
Yes.
And I was supposed to work a tag team match, and they changed me to singles, and I was like, now I have to do the whole match with a bad back. And then I found out it was you,
and you're like,
I was
oh, dear
we're
God.
good. We're good.
We're good. He'll take care.
Yeah.
And, yeah, we had a great match. But I like tag team because me and Maximo, we just feed off one another.
Yeah. And you guys are super entertaining, whether you're heels or faces.
Oh,
so, I
thank
mean,
you.
just throw that
We
out.
We try.
And, I mean, you brought up also that you're one of the trainers for Flower City Wrestling
Yes.
Academy, and you produce such amazing talent coming
Thank
from...
you.
I mean, these kids are young and good.
Yeah.
Like, they're breaking into the business good. It's not like you see these kids who come in and it's like, they'll get better, it's growing pains. Like, they're good.
No, they have a kind of a knowledge to begin with, which, at a certain time, no one really had that knowledge coming in. Now they have a certain knowledge, however long they've been following professional wrestling, or even some used to do amateur wrestling.
Yes.
Like me. So they're taking that, and they're kind of already above where they should be. And that's awesome.
How did it come about for you to become one of the trainers? Was it just because you were going there a lot and naturally happened? Or do you find yourself really, you enjoyed it and always wanted to do it and it just...
A little mix of both.
Yeah.
I was going up there, and Mark House was trainer, along with Colin at that time. And Colin I think he was getting something with the WWE.
Okay.
So he wasn't going to be around. And he wasn't going to be around, so he didn't want to, how should I say this, kind of be there and not be there,
Right, and we're talking Colin Delaney here for everybody listening.
The extremely cute wrestler.
Yes.
So he wasn't going to be around. And then Mark was kind of at the end.
Okay.
Mark, he was in a lot of pain. Everything caught up to him.
Yeah.
A lot of pain, aches and pains. And then he just met a lady. Now, mind you, I'm probably going to throw out a whole lot of information. Came out of a bad breakup. Luckily found a lovely girl for him.
Gotcha.
Their relationship's tight till this day. So, kind of walked out of wrestling. And wouldn't you know, I'm like, Mike, as Mike is the booker, promoter, whatever, king of UPW. And I was like, yo, I'll train. And he's like, what? I was like, yeah, I'll teach you. I was like, I'll do basics and stuff. But I'd love to teach the character work and all that. And he was like, all right. And that's just the way it went. And then Matic just jumped on, and Matic does Mondays. And then, because Ando was doing it for quite a while.
Gotcha.
But then Ando kind of stepped away. For his own being. No bad reasoning.
Yeah.
And
no hard feelings
no
there.
hard feelings there. And then Matic took Monday, and now I have Tuesday and Wednesday.
I mean, it's safe to say all the students that you do teach, they all love you to death. Like, you could see it when they come in here. You can.
Yeah.
But do you find that to be more gratifying than being an active wrestler right now? Or are you still getting, like, a equal amount from both? What do you lean towards?
It's a funny... somebody asked me this question, like, are you still getting that feeling of motivation from being a wrestler, or are you getting it from when you walk in and these kids are like, okay, then...
Right, yeah. Do you like... Is
still
the
love
trainer
wrestling.
portion of you taking over is what I'm asking?
The trainer portion of me is probably not taking over, but I am happy to see them succeed.
Okay.
And if I can continue on doing that, I'd be very happy.
Okay, fair enough. So, you've been around for a long time. We discussed this already. Do you still have a bucket list of things that you're trying to accomplish in wrestling?
Yes.
What do you got? Give us a few. If they're not too personal.
No.
Okay.
Even if they were personal, I spit them out. I have always wanted... So this is funny because Mike probably talked to you when you had him on about the NWA.
Yes.
I've always wanted to work for the NWA.
Oh, okay.
So that's...
And now that's making a resurgence.
And now it's making a resurgence.
Yeah.
I have my video out there for the Circle Squared.
Nice.
So we'll see.
Nice.
I have been in contact.
Very cool.
NWA, I've always wanted to be, for a big-time promotion, I've wanted to be the head guy. And by the head guy, I mean the champion.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to be that guy that's like, oh, he has the belt for a reason.
Face of the company.
Yeah, I want to be the face of a company.
Okay.
I think I'm getting there. So we'll see. I've always wanted just a ladder match.
Yeah.
Just a ladder. I've had a match where there was a cage with a ladder inside. It was a horrible idea. Major concussion.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
really?
bad.
Okay.
Like me in the ring, like shaking. Bad.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Where was that?
New Jersey.
It was in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Okay.
The hell with New Jersey. Fuck New Jersey.
Okay, so we're kind of digging into some different parts of your career here. So where did... I guess I don't really want to call it a gimmick because it's kind of who you are.
Oh, no, it's definitely who I am.
But where did that even start for you to be comfortable enough to be that? Like, so let me paint this picture.
Okay.
Like, for anybody who doesn't know you or hasn't seen your footage online or been to a show, you're very out there. You're flamboyant. You'll do whatever you want. You wear your hair however you want. You'll talk to the crowd however you want. And you're incredibly vocal in the ring. To the point where when I was in a singles match with you, I grabbed you by the neck and said, shut the fuck up. So the whole crowd heard it. It was, it was a very, like, oh shit moment.
Yeah.
When did that start? Did you just get so comfortable that you were like, fuck it?
No. When I was working at Ace, I was wrestling at Ace, I was on the apron and I was a tag team guy. And Hush was in the ring and he was, he was taking the heat and I'm on the apron and there was nothing coming out of me. And my trainer afterwards was like, you gotta be vocal. You gotta be loud. You gotta be, I don't want to say obnoxious, but you want people to get into your match. All you were doing was walking back and forth. And I watched that match back and I was like, Jesus, I was doing nothing. From that point on, I swear to God, I've been the loudest I ever could be.
Really?
And that's what
so it's just that. It's
just that
switch.
one little thing,
okay.
yeah. But I've always been that loud, obnoxious guy. I just didn't know how to let it go.
Would you say that that's when it clicked?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because at that time I was in that tag team, so I was being loud, but I wasn't really being who I am now. Mm-hmm. And yeah, of course, it probably took time for me to really be that person. But within, I guess, leaving that tag, getting out of that tag with me and Hush, it got me out of my shell, and I was just vocal from that point on.
No looking back.
Pretty much.
Got it. And
no fucks given.
You're also one of the leaders in merchandise. You have so many fucking shirts.
I do.
Holy shit. Every time I see you, I'm like, can I have some table for my one design that I've had for the last 4 years?
And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have about 8 designs.
And you're on Pro Wrestling Tees.
I am.
So
and
we'll throw that out there.
There was like 8 of them on there at one point. And I was like, you got to take some of these off. So I told them to take some of them off.
Gotcha.
But
okay.
I do make a nice chunk of change from them.
I can imagine because, the people who do buy from you and who are followers of you, they like the different designs. They like to come in and try and collect them all.
Yes, they do.
And I've noticed that, especially here at Upstate. Like, you have a lot of people who are, like, huge into Defiance and they want every
Do you have a new one?
Yeah, they can't wait for that new release. So it works for you. It works for you. But I just want to get that out there that I haven't seen a team or a person with as much merchandise as you guys have. But I mean, that's indie wrestling, right?
That's what it is. We're trying to make a buck somehow.
I think the most money I made on an indie show was in Vermont.
Really?
Yeah, I sold all my shit that day, man.
Maximo Suave has a story where I wrestled in a battle royal and I was the most over person.
We just talked about this.
Did you guys?
Yeah. No, me and you.
Yeah. Because I was like, don't chop me, and the kid chopped me, and I just went batshit crazy on him. And then I was like, don't eliminate me. I'll do it myself. And everyone just popped. That night, Maximo was like, pointing during intermission. Yo, lady, you look good. Buy my stuff. This motherfucker, he sold over $200 some odd of gimmicks. Because this person was buying his lady gimmicks.
Oh my God.
And I'm just standing there going, I fucking hate you.
Oh my God.
But, God bless.
Okay. I mean, again, that's indie wrestling.
Exactly.
For people who are like, yes, the curtain's pulled back quite a bit. But I still don't think the general population realizes how much they still don't know about like being on the road and getting getting bookings and being along. Like, if you're not in this business, you really don't know what we go through.
You talk about you talk about understanding.
Yeah.
But that's probably because you've heard it from someone that is in it.
Yeah.
You don't know shit of what goes on.
You listen to podcasts like this, you learn inside terms, you hear stories, and you're like, oh, the wrestling business is crazy. It's not all talked about, I promise you.
No. There's a reason it's not all talked about.
That too. So, with that being said, is there anybody out there that you haven't worked with yet that's still on a list that you do want to work with? There
is a gentleman out there. Oh my God, I can't. He is Bill Carr. Do you know Bill Carr?
I do not, no.
Bill Carr came out of Newburgh. I knew him because of friends. We wrestled in the same kind of, I don't want to call it a yard promotion. It kind of was. It was yard fed. But then it turned into something more.
Gotcha.
And it became a real fed.
It got legit.
It built. A lot of people that wrestled in there actually have moved on to better things.
Oh, okay.
Bill got signed to the WWE at one time. He was known as Bobby Dutch.
Okay.
That's it. Dan Barry.
Dan Barry.
I've always wanted to work Dan Barry. I couldn't remember because it was Bill's partner for Team Tremendous. I've always wanted to work Dan Barry because I think he's technically sound, but he is hilarious.
Gotcha.
And I've always followed WC. NYWC.
Oh, yeah.
Down in Long Island.
Okay. Yeah, I follow them too pretty closely.
Because he used to wrestle down there a lot, so I'd follow him.
Do you still follow wrestling altogether as a whole? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So no matter how long you're in it, you're studying.
I'm still watching. Yeah.
Because it's evolving, it's changing, and I feel like
we're wrestling in front of no one.
And you fit right in with that evolving style, though. Like, you and Maximo fit in with the style that's popular right now.
Yes.
And it actually made me start to work the same style because I was working you guys so much that I was like, okay,
You
then
got it.
yeah, and then it clicked for me, and then I would go on to face guys like Cloudy,
And then you would do a lot of the technical wrestling. Like Cloudy is one of the finest performers out there.
absolutely.
Piece of shit. But I love him. I love
Shout
him
out
every
to
time I
Cloudy.
see him.
I just got
Great
done
wrestler.
feuding with him.
Yeah, great wrestler.
He is.
But Macho, or Macho, whatever
you
want to call him. Piece of shit is what I call him. Spanish, actually.
I call him you motherfucker.
He used to be indie.
Yeah.
Hardcore, fast.
Yeah.
Then he wrestled with me. He will tell you he did not think it was going to work.
Really?
Me and him.
Really?
Because I would slow things down so much. And then he understood.
But you do a mix of both.
I do. And Mike understands that because Mike was like, and I'll never forget it when he told me, I wish I got it at your age when I got it. Because I understand it now. I was like, I'm slowing down, so I don't have to do all these crazy moves and get hurt.
Right. And I mean, like when I said you could do a mix of both, it literally can be funny and entertaining.
Or
It could be a slowed pace.
Yeah.
Or you guys do get super indie.
I have gotten super indie before.
We kind of did that when we had our match just before the Upstate 8 last year.
We did it. Yeah, we did. That was. I remember that match actually. I was just watching it not too long ago. Yeah, we did some stuff in that match.
Yeah, that was like a borderline. We're jumping into the heavier indie side of things, and less of the comedy slowed down.
Very true. Yeah,
which was different for us. But we had also feuded and fought in like 8 different feds at that point. That it was like, let's just go
ham and see what happens.
Yeah, and it ended up probably being my favorite match that I had with you guys was that one.
That was a good one.
There's not one that I don't like, but that one was just my favorite.
I hate them all.
Yeah, I know.
I hate all of them.
You're like, they're all my worst. I'm like, they're my best. But, that being said, though, give me some of your favorite opponents from through the years, whether single or tag or a mix of both.
At the top of my list would have to be Dan Severn. Come on.
You wrestled Dan Severn?
I wrestled Dan Severn.
Wow.
That was singles match.
Okay.
That was a hell of a match. I could say that was my crowning achievement.
Gotcha.
Because wrestling a guy of that stature, I was like, holy shit, I gotta get in the ring with the beast. What the fuck am I doing? And he was the nicest guy ever. Like, I'm breaking the fourth wall, but walking up to him, I was like, all right, sir, whatever you want. And he goes, no, baby, this is your world.
Really?
What do you want to do? And I said, well, I had an idea. And he goes, let me hear it.
He was
And
that cool.
I was very cool. It was
Wow.
very.
Okay.
I gave him an idea,
Yeah.
and my man turned around and said, "Why don't we add to it?" And it was a comedy idea. He added to it. So if you watch the match back, me versus Severn, the beginning is him adding to it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Very
that
cool.
it wasn't just me comedy; it was him.
Excellent. So, what about tag teams then? We got Dan Severn. What about tag teams?
Tag teams. I liked working you guys.
Oh, thank you.
And Mad Dog, even though Mad Dog's a piece of shit.
Can't wait for him to listen to this.
You're a piece of shit, Mad Dog. No sad. I've liked working the Nightbreed. I enjoy working the Process.
Oh, yeah, those are fun.
Yeah.
When Defiance versus the Process are fun.
They're fun
Yeah.
matches. There was a team that I wrestled out in Long Island, thrown together team. Rome and this kid from NXT, and I can't remember his name. But this dude thought that we didn't know anything, and then he started hearing us talk about it, and he's like, "Oh, Papa, my bad." He comes up to us after the match, and he was like, "Oh, thank you, Papa. Oh my God, it's so good, so good." We needed that match because me and Macho were kind of almost on the end.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
And it brought you back?
Yeah, this match
Okay.
really brought us back.
Gotcha.
But
gotcha.
no, there have been a bunch of tag teams that I wrestled that I've really enjoyed wrestling. Maybe one tag team I can clearly say I hated, but
Shooting range.
Oh yeah, it was a tag match. It wasn't a tag team.
Oh, I gotcha.
You're gonna laugh when you hear this name. So it was Johnny Malloy.
I don't know if I
He's
know
from
that
the
one.
Long Island
Oh, okay,
scene,
okay.
But he's been going everywhere. Anthony Gangone.
Really?
No blame on either one of them.
Yeah.
The match was thrown together within seconds.
Yeah. And as a wrestler, we've all gone.
I showed
through
up
those.
late
Yeah.
because I was driving from was it the Bronx because I was doing a show and I was doing another show in Long Island. Had to drive there. I told him I'm gonna be late. It was supposed to be me versus Gangone singles. Till this day, I'm kicking myself in the ass. We've always wanted a singles match.
Yeah.
I get there, the match has changed. They're all out. Cayden, you got to hit the ring. My music plays. What's going on? I knocked the tooth out of this guy, Johnny Malloy.
Oh,
I punched
come
him
on.
right in the
Come
face.
on.
Oh, dead ass. Just on sight.
You've caught me with things.
I've caught, yeah. My punches can be very stiff.
Yeah. But, to be fair, I've also caught you with things.
Yes, you have.
Like, probably stupid things.
Yeah, yeah.
I think one of them was a high knee.
The high knee.
Yeah.
And I turned around. I was like, Jesus. You're like, I am so sorry. I was like, motherfucker.
I could think of another one was the big boot right before the
when you
upstate
destroyed me.
Match just started.
Yeah.
You weren't even the legal man.
I wasn't even looking.
I turned.
Bam!
And I charged you while Maximo was looking at me.
It.
And I kicked you square in the face.
And I'm just like,
over the top rope.
You hear this motherfucker kick me in my face.
And then at the Comic-Con show we did, I kicked Maximo square in the ribs.
Yep. I probably needed it. But
we've also faced each other 40 times.
Yeah,
and if those are the only,
happens.
and if those are like the handful of times we tagged each other, then that's pretty good.
Yo, that's very good. Considering there are people I still wrestle to this day, and they still hurt.
Bro.
Yeah.
Off microphone conversations. Recent one, we'll talk.
Really?
Recent one,
oh
we'll
my
talk.
God.
So, anyways, bang bang. We talked about how you were going to get into how you got into UPW. When you got here, was it NWA Upstate or was it was
UPW?
Okay, so from then and to now, who were some of your favorite people to just watch in general? Not necessarily just here. Could be the Indies, could be Ring of Honor, AEW. Who do you enjoy watching the most?
Right now, who do I enjoy watching? Oh shit. Well, when they're in the ring, actually wrestling, I've always loved Daniel Bryan.
Oh, okay.
Brian Danielson.
Yeah.
I've always loved him because of his work. Mm-hmm. But look at his character. His character's changed many a times now. So, yeah, he can wrestle. Mm-hmm. His character work is... I look for the wrestlers who are more character than in the ring work. Yeah. Because you could teach a monkey how to hip toss. And now it has to be correct. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. But if there's no character, there's nothing. So I watch for character. Daniel Bryan. I like watching Roman Reigns.
I do too.
I'll put it out there, even though everyone hates on him. But I also love John Cena when he was wrestling. Yeah. Because he knew how to take the crowd in and spit it back out.
And we talked about this many times. I'm a huge Reigns fan and a Cena fan.
And of course, Randy Orton. Randy Orton is one of the best wrestlers in the world right now.
Is there anybody out there who is as smooth as Randy?
He has come leaps and bounds.
And he has his own pace.
Yes.
I don't see anybody else who moves like he moves or works like
I used to hate it because I was like, oh, here comes the dreaded headlock. And now I'm like, son of a bitch, I get it. I know why. But he's one of those that can do all these moves, but he doesn't have to. Yeah. And it's so good.
And a lot of times he doesn't.
No.
He really
it's
does.
So good.
So, okay. Now we're going to throw you a couple curveballs.
Oh,
these have nothing to do... Well, this one has somewhat something to do with wrestling. But what kind of music gets you hyped for a big match or in the gym?
NSYNC.
All right. I knew. I just want to see if you'd say it.
Yeah, I'll say it. NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, I rock out to that shit.
So you would get along with somebody like Zack Ryder?
Oh, my God, of course I would.
You guys are kind of similar personalities, so...
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah. True story, though. He's one of the coolest people I met.
I totally believe it.
When I was back there doing the extra thing, he was one of the coolest guys.
Yeah, because he's so humble. Like, he knows... He understands that this can be here today, gone tomorrow. Yeah, I don't think... he's taking it all in.
I don't think he's ever forgotten how he came up. Yeah. And, he respects the process of it
his partner. Did you watch the FCW story just came out. Mm-hmm. Did you hear about Brian Myers? No. How he was like, send me down to FCW. Because he said, he was like, I'm probably gone. He went down to FCW, built himself back up. Him and Zach became the Edgeheads.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, man. Like I said, here today, gone tomorrow.
Those two are dream matches for me. Because I love character work, but I also think that because Zack Ryder is such a character that but people forget that he can really go.
Yes, he can.
So I really enjoy watching him when he does get a chance to do his full-blown thing.
Same thing for his partner. Oh, my God.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Oh, when he went to the Indies again for a while, he was on fire.
He was here. Yeah, he came here for a bit.
That's right.
Didn't he wrestle Matic? Oh, poor bastard.
Yeah. All right, another curveball. This has absolutely nothing to do with wrestling. Are you a horror movie fan?
Am I a horror movie fan? Yeah. Yes.
Why? What got you?
I've always been. So my father's favorite. I feel like his favorite holiday was Halloween. Yeah. So he would just he would go all out and deck our house when we were in Brooklyn with blood and gore. Gotcha. And I've always been one Jason movies, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger was the man.
So that's your favorite.
Oh yeah, I love that genre.
And you just love the slashers. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Because I don't know how much you listen to this podcast. If it's not at all, it's okay. I have. But obviously we revolve around wrestling, music, and horror movies. Yeah. So I got to get that in.
I'm a big fan of. So I used to like Saw. And I'm going to say used to, because
We're on the same train, I can tell.
after the third one, I'm like, what the? All right.
Yeah. I consider Saw to be gore porn,
Yes.
and
yes.
I don't like that.
I understand.
It's not my thing.
I get it.
Yeah.
Saw 1, Saw 2 had that story, and you were
They
like,
did.
oh, and
They
then you
did.
were, whoa. Saw 3, you were kind of already knew what was about to happen. And then from then on, I was like, all right,
What's
4,
your
5,
like-
6, 7, like, come
Yeah.
on, chill.
And the same thing with Hostel.
I wasn't a fan of Hostel.
Yeah, they're gore
And
porn.
Hostel, yes. Hostel to me was definitely gore porn, like the first one. But the reason I didn't like it wasn't because of the gore porn. It was because I know shit like that actually happens
Yes.
in the
Yes.
European area.
Yeah, that was
So, yeah.
loosely based on things that
Yes.
happen. So do you still keep up with like new horror movies that are coming out?
Yes,
things like
I try
that?
to.
What's like a recent one that you're into? Doesn't have to be recent in general, like recent that you've seen.
Or one that I've seen.
Yeah.
Jesus,
maybe for
I
the first
watched
time.
those B-rated flicks that I don't
me
even
too.
remember the names of them.
Yeah.
Fuck. What
A
was
lot
the
of times
last
they're
one?
better than anything that goes.
I don't think it was more a horror flick than it was a drama. I think it was the Stephen King's flick on Netflix.
In the Tall Grass?
In the Tall Grass.
Yeah,
I just finished it.
We
and I
just
was
talked
like,
about that with the process a couple episodes
and
ago.
I was like, this is fucking weird.
It was weird, and I wasn't sure I liked it. Like,
I still don't know if
I don't
like
either.
it.
Like, the process said it was really good, and I was like, yeah, it was okay. It was something. I'm still confused. To
Me
this
too,
day.
till this day,
And I
I'm
watched
still
it
like-
3 months ago.
I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, no, there was another one that I just watched. What the fuck was it?
Mm-hmm.
It was a bloody gore. Oh, shit. The Swamp Shark.
Oh, yeah.
This is one of my favorite movies because it's so bad.
Yeah.
So,
So here's one I'm going to recommend to you.
okay.
It's called Ouija Shark.
Ouija Shark.
It's about
Raymond Risk. When you listen to this, Ouija Shark. He hates all these shark movies.
This shark is possessed by the devil,
Oh, shit.
and they need it to be exorcised to stop it from murdering all these people.
On my podcast, me and Risk, we're talking about NXT, that last NXT show that happened, and I just start Googling shark movies, and we watch this 20 minute clip of a kid who's swimming in a pool with his sister, and one of their floaties become real.
Oh,
and it's a
Jesus.
shark.
Okay.
It's an amazing idea.
Yeah.
They live.
Yeah.
But then the mother at the end, I have to give it away because it's money at the end.
Yeah.
The mother's like, oh, you guys all right? And they're like, oh, God. Hey, look, I brought you guys a new toy. And it's a fucking inflatable alligator. And he's like, and it's the end. I was like, greatest movie ever.
Okay, so I watch all those shark movies.
Oh, I love
I have a weird fascination with sharks to begin with.
As do I.
And then they throw those things out there. So
I love
like,
it.
I own them all too. Like,
Me
I
too.
have all the Jaws
I have
movies. I have
all
Shark
the-
Night. I have the
What's your
Meg.
favorite movie? Jaws.
Yeah.
Jaws is probably one of my favorite
Yeah,
movies.
that was my favorite movie growing up. It still is one of my favorite movies.
Fucked
yeah.
me up as a kid.
Me too. I'm afraid of
I'm
open
afraid
water.
of water.
Yeah.
My father.
I'm even talking not saltwater, dude. Like, I don't
pool
even,
water.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. It fucked me up. We went swimming in Florida. It was somewhere in Florida, and my dad's like, don't swim out too. It's all right. The lines are out there, but you'll be fine.
Yeah.
This motherfucker, man, he lied to me. There was no lines or anything.
Oh, shit.
There was a fucking shark swimming, and he didn't say it to me because he didn't want me to flip the fuck out.
Gotcha.
Yeah. We went to Hawaii. I'm very lucky. We went to Hawaii when my dad went swimming.
Yeah.
The lifeguard blows the whistle and he's like, y'all know why you got to come out now? And we're like, what the fuck? And I'm like, yo, dad's still swimming out there. And Finn pops up.
Oh my God.
He's neck to neck with a shark.
Get out of here.
Swear to God.
Wow.
The shark was sick because it came all the way into the land.
Oh, gotcha.
So that's how they knew.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, I'm with you on Jaws and all the shark movies.
Nice.
I own like Toxic Shark, like Shark Night, like all that
Did you
stuff.
know The Shallow was a shark movie?
Yeah.
I did not.
Oh really?
So when the shark popped up, I was like, holy fuck!
That's why I went to see it.
It scared the shit out of me. I
Did
had
you
no
see
idea.
47 Meters Down 1 and 2?
I seen the first one.
The second one.
The first one fucked me up.
It fucked me up too, but this because it was very realistic.
Yes.
But the second one, it's not as realistic, but it had a lot of jump scares.
I
and
heard.
that gets me.
Is it the first one or the second one where they're dreaming?
No, the sharks are blind. In the
Is
second
that
one.
it?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
Because they find this underwater cave that was like blocked off.
Okay.
And spoiler alert if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
And they blow the cave open to
Okay.
like explore it, and they find that the sharks had to adapt to living in the darkness, so they just don't have their eyes anymore.
That's fucking
so it's all by
crazy.
smell and sound.
And
they're great whites.
Yeah. Fucking
And
killers.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
It is just something
So
else.
good.
And jump
So
scares don't normally get me. I'm a huge horror movie
Yeah,
fanatic.
but
but
this
when it
one-
comes to sharks,
Oh,
hell
shit.
yeah, it gets me.
Yeah.
Like That's a real true life killer.
The thing about Jaws was they didn't show it. That was the biggest thing. You didn't see it until the end.
Yeah.
That was the best part.
You would catch like glimpses, like a fin, or like just a quick underbelly.
Do you hear they're trying to remake it?
Yes, I hope they don't.
If they do,
I really hope they shut that down.
I hope Roy Schneider's ghost pisses all over it.
And as close, like that movie is as close to a perfect movie as you can get.
Yes.
There's certain movies that just got it.
But there was so many problems doing that movie.
Right.
So many problems.
Right. And this is now the All Bets Are Off Jaws podcast.
Yes.
And this is a spin-off for all you people listening.
Yep.
But no, I agree. I read all the books on it, and I follow the Daily Jaws on Instagram.
Okay,
they post backstage, footage and things like that. There was actually the scene when the little boy Alex gets eaten on the beach. Remember that scene?
Yes.
There was a more gruesome graphic scene
yes,
that they cut where they actually show him in the shark's mouth.
And they didn't want to do it because they were like, it would scare the shit out of people. They had a test. I think they tested with people, and they were like, absolutely not.
Yeah, because people went out, and that caused an epidemic, and people were killing sharks.
People were killing sharks. They weren't swimming.
Right.
Oh, it was fucking crazy. Yeah,
and then, of course, so they came out with 2, 3, and 4.
Then they came out with 2, and it was like, all right, we get it now. 3, all right, bro, come on. Why is the shark got a fucking Mickey Mouse nose?
Why is he a piece of paper?
Yeah. Jaws the Revenge?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Where the shark actually has a mind and hunts this family down
so good.
For revenge.
And what does it do at the end? Wait, time out. Did that shark just fucking yell?
That shark is growling. Oh, man. So bad it was good.
I can still watch it till this day.
Michael Caine.
Oh, so good.
He was the
Did you know the story with him?
No.
He was supposed to be like, was it mafia? Something with mafia, money, blood money, and he was the guy passing it back and forth. Okay. That's why he was on the plane. Yeah, it's some fucked up shit that was supposed to happen.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, well, we're done with the shark talk now. We're going to reel it in with one last wrestling question. So what's next for you in wrestling, man? What's your end game?
I don't know. I've always had this plan of wanting to do all the states.
Okay.
I have the East Coast. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to now West Coast.
Gotcha.
And that's extremely hard.
Okay. Yeah.
Because if you're not PWG, then what the fuck are you?
Right.
You know?
Right. So. I gotcha. Well, I mean, all that being said, I just want you to kind of plug your social media, any upcoming events you want to talk about, or, I don't know what's going on with things being postponed or canceled. So
yeah, everything the Chris Cayden.
Okay.
That's basically all. I have my own website, thechriscayden.com. On Twitter, The Chris Cayden. Instagram, YouTube, The Chris Cayden. Flower City Wrestling Academy. They have matches. We have student shows. I think the most recent just came out with me versus Cooper.
Okay.
Beat the shit out of him.
Pro Wrestling Tees.
ProWrestlingTees.com. Thank you.
Yep.
The Chris Cayden. Yeah, man, I'm everywhere. You type in The Chris Cayden, I'm sure to pop up.
The preceding presentation has been brought to you by the Gear Network.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Do you like sports, interactive polls, friendly banter from two guys that probably shouldn't even be on the microphone doing this stuff anyways? Well, if you do, then you're in luck. Us two knuckleheads, Brandon and myself, comprise the Listen In podcast. That's right, Listen In, the podcast. We're talking sports, we're talking news, we're talking topical things, we're talking all sorts of things, my babies. And you are all invited to listen in right here on the Gear Radio Network.